Hello everyone. So I'm back with another LeetCode series array problem solution, and today we are going to solve two problems. The first problem is to solve array by parity, and the second problem we are going to solve is to remove elements. So let's start off with the problem solving part. These are fairly easy problems, and I don't think it will take much time to solve a single one. So I'm taking two problems together to be solved today. So coming to the problem, the first problem for today. The problem statement is given an array nums of non-negative integers. We need to return an array which consists of even number of elements followed by odd number of elements. That is, in an array, the even number elements should be sorted out and added towards the initial or the first half of the array, and the odd elements should be towards the second half or towards the end of the array. For example, if we have a nums array with elements 3, 1, 2, 4, the 2 and 4 number elements which are even should be at the first, and 3 and 1 should be at the end. Now the order of the even elements in the first half don't matter, and the order of the odd elements in the second half does not matter. That is, any variation of, let's say, 4 comma 2 or 1 comma 3 in the end and 4 comma 2 in the start will work. That is what is explained here, and is a fairly easy problem. So let's start off with the actual code. Since we use JavaScript for solving, select the language of JavaScript here. Now the first thing which I generally do is replace var with const, and then we start off with the problem. Now let's just build some pseudocode before we start off with the actual coding part. Now let's say we have a nums array which is like this, which is 3124. Now the first thing that we obviously need to do is we need to have a for or a map loop to iterate over the elements. Now once I'm in the iteration, we need to figure out how to actually detect whether a particular element is even or odd. Now, the most easiest formula to determine whether an element is even or odd is to divide that element. Let's say this is a particular element in the array. So we take a mod of the element with 2, and if the remainder is equal to 0, we know that the element is even. That is, let's say if we divide 4 by 2, the remainder would be 0. Similarly, if we divide 2 by 2, the remainder will be 0. Quotient would be 1 or 2 or anything, but the remainder is always 0 when the number is even. And in case of else part, or if you have to detect whether a particular element is odd or not, we use the same logic, but in this case our remainder will be 1, right? Because if a number is odd like 3, the remainder when the number is divided by 2 is usually 1. So we now know how to detect the even and odd elements. So this could be one of the if conditions here. That is, if the element is, let's say, even, we need to do something else, and else if the remainder is something like this, we need to do some operations. Now what to do with the operations is the next part to figure out. Now the first thing that we know is, let's say I iterate over this loop and I detect that okay, even 2 is the first even number. Now I need to take this even element out of here, and I need to push it towards the start of the array. So how do I do that? Now the first thing that we obviously need to do is we need to remove this element at this particular index. So let's say this for loop is running with elements, and we have an index part. For example, it is map. The first thing that we need to do is obviously we need to remove this element from the index 2 or 3 or whatever event index this is there. So in that case, what we can do is we can unshift the element, uh, and we can splice the element. So splice is a array operation which we can use to remove a element from its index. So I had got splice method in the last session too. So in this case, we pass the first the element index and the number of elements to remove. In this case, we need to remove just the one element. So let's say I go with a splice method here, which is array.splice or news.splice, and I pass the index value first and I pass the value as 1. So this will remove the element from here. But the next thing that we need to do is we need to add that elements towards the first part of array. And for that, what we can do is we can just push the element once we are done with the splice operation. So we will push the element towards the start, and by that, okay, my bad. We cannot use push. Push will add it towards the end of the array, that is from the right hand side. But there is another method which is called as unshift. So what unshift does is it allows us to add the element towards the start of the array. For example, let's say we have some elements like this with banana, apple, orange or something, and I need to add lemon and pineapple towards the start or towards the left hand side indexes of the array. I can add them towards the beginning. So in this case, what I can do is I can use my unshift operation and I can push the element towards the start. Similarly, in case the element is odd, we can again run the splice operation to remove the element at the particular index, and we can now use the push method. So we have the array push method to push the element towards the end, just like push method, which we can use to push an element towards the start like this. So coming back to the code, we can then push the element here. Now a few things which we realize is splice operation is done in if and else block both. So we can take the splice block out and we can add it before the actual loop. I think there is a cat in the background. I don't know if you're able to hear the voice, but that's okay. So after that, I think we are done. Even in this case, if the element is if the element is even, we have the if condition. I don't think we even need this else block. We know that if the element is not even, it is obviously odd. So this is how the core pseudocode of our algorithm looks like. So let's start off with the actual coding now. First thing that we do is we iterate over the nums and see what elements we have and the index. So I'm using map operation or map loop of array, and I'm going to print my element and the index first before we do anything with array. So let's add the element. The index. Let's just run the code for once and check the output. So we have the map loop working properly. Next, we can go ahead with the splice operation. So in this case, we will go with nums dot splice index comma 1. This will remove the current element from the array. Then we can go with the if conditions. So we have if element mod 2 is equal to 0, unshift. Place the element towards the start of the array. Else push to add the odd numbers towards the end of the array. Let's check the final output now. Console.log. We can even go with a separate array and then push and unshift towards the separate array. Let's just check if this works. If it doesn't work, we will go with that kind of variation. So we have nums here with 4, 2 and 1, 3. I think I haven't written nums. We are supposed to return the nums array. So let's return the nums array as well and run the code. I think this will also be accepted because 4213 is an accepted, yeah, it is also accepted solution. So I think this works for us. Let's also submit the solution and check if this is accepted or not. So we have an error. Let's just check. So the 0 should be at the start of the array and not towards the first element. That is why it is giving me error. Yeah, that's a valid kind of a thing. Like 0 should be at the start, since it does not come in out category. So let's try to see how to fix this. The state of the array is after each of the iteration, that will give us a better idea. So set after operation, something like this. This should give us some idea how to debug the issue. Sometimes code goes wrong, that's okay. That's how we learn. So it first encountered 1 and it placed it at the end. Perfect. Then element 5 was added. Now the next thing that it did was okay. So in this case, my 0 got skipped completely because it has already passed that index. Okay. So in that case, I think we should go with another array instead of doing news.splice. So a bit of a change here would be that we define a new array here, which is, let's say, const sorted by parity array is equal to our array. And what we can do is we can push the elements towards this. This will make sure that the in place operation does not mess up our final news. So now let's print out by sorted out by parity array, and I think this should be the right solution. Let's run the code first to check our default output. So yeah, 4231, 4231, this works. Then let's hit submit and check whether this gets accepted. Okay, so we cannot go with in place operation for this. We have to use an external array, and that is how the array gets sorted properly. Let's just log this two methods, and this will be our accepted solution. In this case, we don't use splice. So let's modify the pseudocode. We have declared another array which is sorted by parity, which is equal to an array, let's say, and we do unshift and push operations on sorted by parity. So this is how you change the approach and try to understand what might go right, what might go wrong. So just to explain this pseudocode again, what we did was we took one array 3124, and if the element is even, we push it towards the start of the sorted by parity, that is towards the first of our sorted by parity array. And if the element is odd, we push it towards the end of this array. Now, the main problem which happened with the first implementation was when I'm doing, let's say, unshift or push with splice method, some of the indexes might get skipped, as we saw in this example. What happened was when it came to, let's say, when the example was something like here, it was 0. Now, I think the 0 was in the middle. The issue that happened was when my element 3 was unshifted and pushed towards the end, my 0 element got shifted towards the left, right? And with the future operations, that 0 element got skipped completely because we were doing in place operations with a single iteration. That is why that approach did not work out, and some of the element might get skipped as well in future test cases also. So a better solution would be to just declare a new array, and in this case the solution works because this is working on the same array, but it is not modifying the array in any way. That is the original array. That is why each element is taken for the first time or in the iteration, and it is added towards the start or end of the array. In the splice operation, what would happen was the elements might have got shifted and some of the elements might have got skipped because of the shifting of the elements. So I think this would be a better solution for this. Now coming to the code complexity part, since we are using the map loop only once, the complexity of this is O of n, and time complexity of this implementation is O of n. If you have a better solution, please mention them in the comments as well. Now let's try to solve the second problem. So let's change the code jam as well. Okay, I should have added it in the sort by parity section. So this is now remove element code jam. So let's try to understand the problem for remove elements. We have an integer array nums with an integer val. Okay. We need to remove all the occurrences of val in nums in place. Okay. I got something of it, but it will become more clear with an example. So let's say I have a nums array with elements 3, 2 to 3 and I have a val 3. What we need to do is we need to remove all the occurrences of element 3, which is our input, in our source array. That is the element 3 at index 0 and at index 3 needs to be removed. And we should have an array like this, which is num 2 comma 2. Now towards the end we can have underscores, or we can directly remove the array. Since in JavaScript there is no fixed length array, we can reduce the array as well. There is no issue in as such. Let's try to understand the next statements. Since it is impossible to change the length of the array, we must have the result test in first part. In our case, this is not an issue. We can change the length of the array dynamically in JavaScript. If there are k elements after removing duplicates, then the first k elements of whole should have the final result. It does not matter what we leave behind k. So we need to return the final length of the array. In this case, the final length of the array is 2. In the second example, we have to remove the occurrences of the number 2 from this nums array. So in this case, we remove 2 from here and here and here. And the total number of elements left is 5. That is why we are returning 5. And I don't think we will go with the underscore approach. We will directly try to remove the elements. So, okay, let's have a const here and let's try to build a pseudocode again. So in case of remove elements, we go with the usual approach of iterating over the array once. So let's take a nums example from our problem statements, which is this one. And we can go with for or a map loop, whichever we want, with the index and element as our loop. I hope everybody knows map as a loop. That is, it is similar to for loop, but when we apply it to an array like let's say nums, we get access to the element as well as index in one pass. It is like a shorter variation of for loop. Now we have a element val, so the obvious condition is to check whether the current element in our array is equal to val first before we try to remove it. So we will have a if condition, that is my first intuition to go with, and we need to check whether the element is equal to the current val value. If it is there, then we move ahead and try to remove the element. Now my first intuition is obviously to go with the same splice method, and we can pass the index and the length as 1 to remove the element at a particular index. So what we will do is, if the element is equal to val, we will remove that element at that index by using nums dot splice the element index comma 1. This is how you remove the element in middle of the array or start or end using splice operation. So in case of splice, the first parameter passed is the index at or the position at which we need to add or remove elements, and the second is how many elements should be removed. So if we set this to 1, the current element at the index will be removed. Okay, I think this might work. So let's try to implement this solution and check whether this works. I don't know if it will work. We can go. So the first thing that we do with our pseudocode is we implement it in the actual code, check whether it is right. So we have the map function and element and index values. Then we added a if condition to check if the current element is equal to val. Yeah, another reason why we use splice is because this allows us to do in-place operation. That is, we don't need an external array to do any kind of extra stuff. And it is particularly mentioned here that you need to do it in place. In place is that you cannot use an external array to solve your problem. In this case, there was no mention as such that we need to do in place. So I could use another array. In this case, I cannot use an external array to solve my problem. I need to do it in the same array. That is also why I am using the unshift method. Sorry, not unshift, splice. I don't know why I'm calling splice as unshift a lot of times today. But anyways, so we go with nums dot splice and we pass the index value and we remove the element. then I think we need to return the length. I don't know. Let's just try to see with console.log the final names array value. So names after operation. Let's try to print it. Run the code. So I think this works for the original example, that is if we have a array of 3223, it check that okay, this element is equal to 3 and it needs to be removed, and our final answer is equal to the expected answer. Now this only runs on the first case, and it is not the like, we cannot surely say that this is the right submission or the right solution, so we submit the result for checking whether this works. And as we can see, we have another failed test case, just like even in the last example. So let's try to see why this approach failed. So in this case, we have an input as 0, 1, 2, 2, something like this, and we need to remove 2 from the elements. Now, the thing that happened was, in this case, these 2 got removed, but these 2 did not get removed because I think it got skipped, just like the 0 element got skipped in the last implementation. Then we have 304 and the 2 from the end removed. So we were not able to remove this 2 element which got duplicated. That is, after this element 2 was removed, this 2 got skipped because the index value was not the same. And let me just tell you why this problem occurred with the actual console.log outputs. So we have the console.log where we are taking the current element. We are also going to print out the index. Let us try to understand the issue first before we come up with a solution for it. And this, let this be console.log names after splice operation. Or after each iteration, because splice might not be done in each iteration. And let's just try to hit submit and understand how this problem is occurring. So at the when the index is 0, the element is 0 and we don't remove anything. At index 1, the element is 1, we don't remove anything. Now the thing that happened was, when the element 2 was reached, that is we were here and the index was 2, the element was removed. That is, this element got removed from the array and we had the next array or the current uh, values of the array as 0, 1, 2, 3, 0, 4, 2. Now the thing is, this 2 which was like the second 2 which was currently at, let's say, the third index, got shifted to the index 2 after this splice operation, because we removed this 2 element and we shifted all the elements towards the left. Now with this left shift operation, what happened was, now the currently the 2 which needs to be removed, it as is at index 2, but this index of like the iteration for index 2 is already finished. Now when the next iteration is started and the index is 3, this 2 is no longer checked because this is currently at index 2, which is already passed by my iteration, which is my map. That is why this 2 is never checked for removal, and we go to the index 3 at which the element is 3, and this is why the 0 did not get removed. This was the similar problem which happened in the first solution as well. That is, when we were trying to do the splice operation, some of the elements get shifted towards the left, and since the iteration is passed from that index, let's say the index is 2 and that element is shifted here, but that is the element which we don't want in the array. But since the index has passed to the, or the iteration count has passed to the next index, that is why that element does not get checked or the operation does not run on that element. Okay. Now the way to solve this problem is to usually have another nested array as a nested loop, and in that loop we try to uh, see how much amount of elements needs to be removed in the current iteration. That is, if the elements like this are getting duplicated, we, instead of removing the elements, a single element in the pass, we remove both the elements in the single pass. Now how do we do that? For that, we come back to our array jam and we modify our code slightly. So let's come back to array jam. Now, in this case, what we do is if the element is equal to var or the val value, we initialize a counter, which is, let's say, const repeated elements counter, and we set this to 0. Okay. Then we go with a for loop with, let's say, I is equal to 0. No, I should start from the index value. We don't need to start from the start of the array because we know that operations are there. At the current iteration, when the I is at the current index, we run it till the news.length loop and we increment the values. Now we switch off the, so this is my for loop running, right? Now, if the current element at index I, which is nums of I, which is the current element at index I, is equal to our input val value, we increment the repeated elements counter. That is, instead of having the value as 0, we increment it one by one. Now, in this case of, if after the for loop is completed, we get all the repeated elements after the current index and we pass that to our splice operation. That is, the repeated elements counter is passed to the splice operation so that all the repeated elements get removed in the single pass, because this splice operation can not only remove one element but it can remove all the repeated elements in one go. And this is how you can solve the repeated operations kind of a thing, and this is how the solution can be done as well. So coming back to our code, we define a repeat elements counter here using let. Okay, we shouldn't use const here, this should be let because we are incrementing it. Then we run a for loop, let I is equal to not 0 but current index I should be less than news.length I plus plus. Then we check if the current element at index, which is news.I, is equal to val. Then increment this repeated elements counter by 1 using repeated plus plus, or you can go with repeated base. Repeated elements counter is equal to repeated elements counter plus 1, whichever you want. Then we pass this repeated elements counter here. Now let's try to run our code with the first pass and check whether it works. So in this case, my elements 2 shouldn't have got removed. So this should be actually index plus 1, I think. Let's try to run the code again. Okay, this iteration doesn't work properly. So in this case, my index value, let's just take an example and try to understand where we are going wrong. So element is, and let's just print out our repeated elements counter value as well. Transfer.flow and run our code. So in this case, the iteration worked perfectly. Then the second pass, obviously I did not want it to work. So in the last pass, this did not get worked. Okay. So this value should be set to 1, and in each of the repeated elements we need to remove the value. I think this should work now. Let's just check. So once the repeated elements are found, we can break the for loop because we don't need to go through the next iteration pass. And I think this should work. Yes. So once we have found the duplicate values, we shouldn't let the for loop to run towards the end because this will create any issues. So what we have currently done is we have modified the pseudocodes to something like this. If we have found a duplicate, we increment the index counter, but if we don't find the duplicates, we break the for loop so that the next elements pass do not get mixed up with this one. And I think this will work properly. The reason why it did not work in the first pass is because when it encountered this element 3 and it was supposed to be removed, it also started to see the duplicates and it found it here. And what happened was, since there was a duplicate element towards the end, but not just after the current element, even this 3 got considered in the splice operation and it removed the 2 as well. That is why we had just the single element 2, but what we really want is we want this both elements to be present. So what we have done is, right now we have incremented this to index plus 1 and we have set this to 1, or even we can go with pseudocode like this, which is the index at 20 and index the element at starting as index 1 or the current index. So we can remove this index plus 1 as well and let the repeat elements counter be set to 0. I think even this should work. This is much more closer to our initial pseudocode. Yes. And let's just try to see it using submit if this is working for our solutions. So this is an accepted solution. Let me just tell you uh, what we did right now, like the changes in the pseudocode. First thing that we did was we incremented the repeat element counters every time we found it a repeat set of elements. That is, if the element is repeated like this, which is let's say 2, 2, the splice operation will run on both the elements instead of one. Now, since we did not had use break, what happened was the element which was towards the end, which was not supposed to be a consecutive duplicate. That is, these two elements are consecutive duplicates, so they can be removed using splice operation. But if we don't break the for loop after the repeated elements are found, what will happen is even the last element will get considered and our splice operation will try to remove 3 elements, but the splice operation will run from the current index, which is why instead of removing the element at the end, it will remove 2, 2 and also the 3 value, because it found the element at index last index. It gave us, hey, this is also the element which we can remove. That is why the counter was not working properly and the repeated elements counter was getting incremented incorrectly. With this current pseudocode, the operation works properly as well, and that is how we have a proper accepted solution, and we are done with the solution for the second problem as well. I hope this was clear to everyone. So in this case, the time complexity of the solution is n square because we have news.map as the first n or the first for loop. Since we have a nested loop here, we have incremented or increased the complexity to O of n square. So the net time complexity of this implementation is O of n square. If you have a better complexity, or if you can come up with a solution with a better time complexity, feel free to share it in the comments as well. So I think this covers the two problems which were supposed to be covered today. I hope the explanation was clear to everyone. I know that in the second problem I fumbled a bit because of this else block, but I hope it is clear now that we wanted repeated elements. That is why we use the else with the break part. Without this, the solution is incorrect. For repeated elements, we just check the repeated elements like this, and once we have found all the repeated elements, we break them because we don't want the next element to be considered for our consecutive repeated elements. Okay. Once we have the consecutive repeated elements, we can remove them and then move ahead, and then we can remove the next element as well. So that is what was supposed to be covered today. I hope you found this video useful. If you have any doubts, feel free to share them in the comment section as well. like the video if you found or learned something new today, and subscribe to my channel if you want to learn more such problems solutions from me as well. That's it from my end. Goodbye and have a nice day, everyone.